to take your seat.
It's absolutely superb.
Oh, there is the moment.
And Manchester City are the champions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Realltom Football Watch-Alongs. I am Realltom, and I'm going to bring you the watch-along today for Brighton and HOVE ALBION, who take on Crystal Palace at the Amex Stadium. If you are watching this on a replay, please do make sure you leave a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thank you very much, and share the stream and the channel to your friends. Just to let everyone know that I'd like to make sure that our moderators are in full force today, because this game is classed as a derby. So yes, you can join the broadcast. I'm not doing anything. I'm literally gonna, as soon as this finishes, I'm literally gonna be going like straight off. Alright? It's not postponed. Oh, you mean I postponed the stream? Yeah, sorry. But yeah, come on, Palace, of course. Oliver's going to say that. Well, yeah. I was just about to say the North London derby is not postponed, is it? Like, don't tell me that. But listen, Crystal Palace have been brilliant recently. Their improvement this season under Patrick Vieira has been great. I know, the Amex isn't a great stadium, is it? We prefer Selhurst Park. Okay. So, yeah, this is classed as a derby, of course, and one of the two derbies this weekend, actually. So, yeah, scoreline predictions, please, and, yeah. I know, what an ugly stadium. Ugh. We want Selhurst Park. It is looking a bit empty. Last time it finished 1-1 anyway, and it took Brighton like over 90 minutes. No, I'm fine, thank you, mate. For now, we're going to be using the stadium backgrounds. I like people to feel that they're in the stadium. Okay. So Crystal Palace has shown their quality recently. Let's take a look at some stats, though. Let's go for some statty stats, shall we? So Brighton have only had... Where are we? Brighton have only ever beaten Crystal Palace twice in this fixture. And Crystal Palace have beaten them 3 times, and 1 home win for Brighton, 1 win for Palace away. 1 for Palace at home, 2 away for Palace, 1 away win for Brighton. They've played 9 games head-to-head in the Premier League, and there's been 4 draws. And last time at the Amex, it finished Brighton and HOVE ALBION 1, Crystal Palace 2. Head says 1-1. Heart says 2-1 Eagles. I'm saying 3-0 for the Eagles, buddy. Yeah, clean sheet. Wicked. Yeah, Brighton and HOVE ALBION 0, Crystal Palace 3. Right, so I've forgotten to put my little... there we go. And it feels so refreshing, doesn't it, in your mind to know that the Premier League is there, doesn't it? I feel refreshed now. I've got Premier League again. Yeah, I mean, I had some on Tuesday, but yeah, I feel so refreshed with the. Yeah, you just do. You feel you feel refreshed when the Premier League is around. And I genuinely am so excited for this game week because it's one of the biggest game weeks of the season because there is 2 derbies in it and one big game, which is Man City Chelsea. So yeah, brilliant game week, and it's full of action as well for me. 6 live streams, including this one we are on right now. I'll go through that list quickly. So tonight, obviously, Brighton versus Crystal Palace. Tomorrow, we're doing Man City versus Chelsea. We're doing Wolves versus Southampton. We're going to do Aston Villa, Manchester United. Then Super Sunday, we'll be doing the North London Derby and West Ham United versus Leeds United. And then Monday, we're taking a break because I've been non-stop streaming for the past week since Tuesday. So, yeah. But yeah, Brighton, if they win today, they will go just below Manchester United on 30 points. Palace, though, rising high if they win this. Rising high. So let's have a look at then at today's team lineups, shall we? So, Sanchez is in goal today for Brighton. They play Mark Cucurella, Adam Webster, Neil Maupay, Alexis McAllister, Leandro Trossard, Pascal Gross, Adam Lallana, Jakob Moder, Dan Burn, and Joel Veltman. That is your Brighton lineup today. Crystal Palace put out this lineup. They play Jack Butland in goal. Ward is the captain. Gahey plays alongside Anderson. Mitchell and Hughes are back in the lineup. Jeffrey Stuck plays with Conor Gallagher, Michael Elise, and then the 2 forwards are Odson Edward and Eberechi Eze. Will Zaha is obviously absent due to AFCON. I like Lamptey. So, Dan Burn could be a game changer. He does change games, and we'll have to see what impact he has on the game. So, folks, we're at the Amex. It's our first of 6 Premier League games this weekend. I'm looking forward to it massively. Yeah. And I'm so grateful that this laptop is here now, and I'm grateful that I'm allowed back at home because it means I can bring you so much more content. All this channel is mainly focused on the Premier League, and I just love to be able to bring it you. Just to let you all know, by the way, if for any reason Arsenal are non-televised, they're not on. They're barely ever not on telly. We will be obviously prioritising them over bigger games. So, for example, on the weekend where Crystal Palace face Liverpool at Selhurst Park, Arsenal Burnley will be happening. So we'll be watching that instead. Sorry. Yeah, there was loads of noise outside the Amex. Apparently, there's been loads of drama, loads of bang arguments. It's all been going off out there. You'll beat the Seaweed by 3-0. So Crystal Palace travelled from the Den to the Den, and now they've travelled to the Amex. And their next game, I think they're back at Selhurst Park. They should be back at Selhurst Park. Yes. Let's have a look. Palace's next game, I think they are. Let's have a look, shall we? Who are Palace playing in the next game? I wonder who it is. So after this, Crystal Palace will face Liverpool. Okay, they're facing Liverpool. And hey up, Dirty Sanchez, how you doing, buddy? Why is this a big rivalry? Good question. I don't know. I think it started with Palace, but Palace just don't like Brighton. Why is a big rivalry? I don't know, but it is actually classed as a derby, so it's a derby. So guess what? It's Derby Day. It's Derby Day at the Amex. And it'll be Derby Day on Sunday as well, because the North London Derby comes your way. 4:30 kickoff. We'll be joining. You can join me live at 4:15. And Crystal Palace are about to get us underway. But first, players will be taking the knee. With that message so clear and no room for racism anywhere, please challenge it, report it, and change it for the better future in our football and in our world. So the responsibility falls to Alton Edward to get us underway, and we are now underway at the Amex. So then, let's get this show rocking and rolling. I am back in Palace today. Manchester United are stupid. They're not going to accept the bid. I mean, they're not going to. Yeah, I'm not being funny, Officer Tommy, but Manchester United are very stupid. It'll either be them saying, no, we don't want Declan Rice, or it'll be West Ham saying we don't want to give him to Man U. Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo right now, I don't want to be there because you're in 7th. Anyway, Palace with the throw. Palace straight away on the front foot. Ward. Now Michael Olise. Conor Gallagher. Is Epereche Eze. Just to let you guys know, tomorrow we are actually doing Man City versus Chelsea as our first game, and yeah. If you'd like to see my Premier League predictions, you can see that video, which premiered at 7. And yeah, the reason being for the postponement, by the way, of this stream, I know a lot of you've been asking. It's simply because I, on a Friday night, go out and I have to really quickly get home to bring you guys the actual, watch along. So yeah, he did. He could have ruined Greenwood's career because he was developing before Ronaldo came. He was really shining through, the youngster. But now he's always benched. Ronaldo's always in the lineup because Cristiano Ronaldo is the king, of course. You've got to respect Cristiano Ronaldo, though. He's one of the best football. In fact, he's not one of. He is the best footballer in the entire world. Anyway, Brighton with the throw-in. Mopé. Just couldn't quite keep the ball in play there. Mitchell takes the plough in, and now Jack Butland. Why is Jack Butland in goal, I wonder? He's been sent Higuaita injured. But this is a nice pass to Mopé, well defended back there by Palace. And now Conor Gallagher. That's your opinion, but I totally disagree. Ronaldo is a class player. That was scrappy from Brighton. They just managed to get through Mopé through, but it was good defending by Palace. Last ditch, but good. Strong. He did so good getting goals. Now, nope, downgrade. And some of my United fans saying Saka's better. Oh, I see. Well, I think Jack Butland's rubbish. No offence, but Jack Butland. He's Brighton on the press. Lallana fouled there by Barachese, and they've got the free kick. Awarded by today's Australian referee, Jared Gillett, and Fred. Fred is better than Messi, yes. I love Fred. Fred's a great player. Fred, he's one of the best players in the world, Fred. Yeah, I'm telling you, Fred, absolutely class player, Fred. Here's Brighton on the move. Trossard has been picked out here, looking to get it onto his left. And it's cleared away by Palace in the nick of time. But Brighton are banging on that door. Here's Cucurella. Webster tries to get it through to Lallana, but it was intercepted by Schlupp. And Palace just can't seem to get themselves settled in the actual game, and a little bit concerned, but sometimes it does take a while for teams to get into games, though they did start with the tails up, and they just let Brighton come on to them a bit, Palace. Gross down the line looking for the cross, winning the throw-in. And Joel Weltman is going to line up this throw-in for the Seagulls. Seagulls versus Eagles. Anthony Martial will start. I think Manchester United have to give Anthony Martial a bit more respect. I think that he is a disrespected player at Manchester United Football Club, Anthony Martial. So I think that it'd be only fair to give him a start against Aston Villa. Rashford, he's crap on the bench. And Crystal Palace have conceded 30 goals from goals conceded this season. They are 14th in the Premier League in that rank. They're okay defending corners, though. Cucurella taking the corner shot. Lallana hitting from range. It's come back off the defender, which was Conor Gallagher. If they continue mistreating him, yes, he'll be on his way out, because Martial needs play time. Webster looking to get it through to Mopé, headed away by Schlupp. Picked up by Lallana there, the loose ball. And hello, Frazer. Would you mind going back on your normal account, please, buddy? Thank you, though. A free kick the way of Palace. This Jared Gillett looks like Rob Jones, doesn't he? He does. He looks like Robert Jones. Right, let's have a look. I thought it was Oliver. Where's Jared Gillett gone? Because I swear he was meant to be the referee, wasn't he? What's happened? I'm going to have to do some research, because I swear it said that Jared Gillett was refereeing this. Here's Conor Gallagher, who's won a free kick with the snapping challenge from Lallana. I've got to check this because I swear that it said originally news. Let's see what. Let's have a look. Burnley Leicester, by the way, has been postponed. Gallagher and Elise over the free kick. There's the ball in towards Eze, cleared away by Brighton. That's a loose header though. And here's Trossard, who's through on goal. He couldn't punish Crystal Palace though. Well, I'm confused. But anyway, Robert Jones is the referee. No wonder the referee looks like Robert Jones because it is Robert Jones. But that is a huge sigh of relief for Crystal Palace. It was gift wrapped by Leandro Trossard, and Palace are incredibly lucky that he fluffed his lines. But that's a nice ball towards Trossard, who could be in again. Schlupp, though, gets him back, and he's marking Trossard. Well closed down. Good closing down and man-to-man marking by Crystal Palace there. Under pressure, you can see quite clearly that Cucurella plays a nice ball towards Trossard, and yeah. Here's Odsonne Edouard. Lallana snatching the ball back. Schlupp winning it for Palace though. Edouard linking up with Schlupp nicely. Odsonne Edouard on the left. Can he get the cross in? He can. But it's Sanchez's ball. Any day of the week. It was too close to the goalkeeper, the cross. Bit flat for me. I like an in-the-air cross, so that I could get my head on it. And that just wasn't a very good cross from Odsonne Edouard. And here's Adam Webster on the ball for Brighton. Webster. Modders in. Mitchell got back though. And in the end, the set piece goes to where Crystal Palace. And Joel Ward is breathing a sigh of relief. He's made a couple of mistakes in this game. And Trossard has had the biggest chance. What's my North London derby tip? Good question, Dirty Sanchez. My North London derby tip, I would say Arsenal. Just hang on a minute. Here's Schlupp. North London derby tip. I would probably say to Arsenal, just go out there, be yourselves, and do not stop pressing. If you can see the goal, go all defensive, and then second half, whatever, or just go defensive if you can see the goal and get us level. Palace throw-in then. Tyrick Mitchell's going to take it. And the offside flag up there against Odsonne Edouard. I don't think he was offside. Personally. It's a harsh offside decision. And the Palace fans are in full voice at the Amex tonight. You'd expect that though in the derby. This is known as the A23 or the M23 derby, whatever it is. One of them, A or M23 derby. Webster for Palace, for Brighton. Now Veltman being closed down by Eze, who's doing quite a bit more defending for Palace. And he's only recently just come back in the squad after his very bad injury last season, may I say. Oh, awful injury. Lallana to Veltman. Lallana stealing in. Brighton have done well to get forward, and it's well defended there by Mitchell. Good clearance. Here Brighton come again. Webster, offside. Right decision. Flag went straight up. But Brighton are playing one interesting formation today. That the shape is very interesting. Right, Graham Potter does change Brighton quite a bit. You know, he likes to mix things up. You know, really stir things up in Brighton. He likes to. It's as if he's a scientist, because he's experimenting with the team all the time. Different techniques, you know, formations. I can see why he's doing that, because Brighton are a very, very draw-based team. They feed off draws. And here's Gallagher. Michael Elise. Conor Gallagher again. Schlupp. Mitchell. Mitchell with the cross. Nobody there to meet it. And it's only going to be Mark Cucurella, who can now strive forward, and he's played a lovely ball towards Gross. If he's onside, he is onside. And Brighton, they're playing a lot of really good football in that final third. As you can see, all the running is going in that final third of Brighton, and that's where they're exploiting Palace. Lallana. Veltman. Brighton are dominating the possession as well here. I think they've got like 50% of it. Dan Burn. McAllister. Getting it. And Elise winning it off Mope. Elise looking to run forward to Palace. Eberechi Eze. Trying to glide past Mark Cucurella. It's not quite that easy for him. Here's Michael Elise. Edouard. Schlupp with the ball in. Cleared away by Veltman. Won back though by Ayew. Mitchell. Michael Elise on the left. Nice ball in by Elise, and it was Odsonne Edouard who was going for that. But the offside flag went up. And it was a lovely delivery in the blocks, may I say. Eze, great ball. Elise nearly was free and could have got a goal, but he was offside, and Sanchez anyway was off the mark quickly. Make sure you all subscribe to the channel, by the way, please. I'd appreciate that highly. Yeah. I'd like to get to 200 subscribers in the next 2 months, if that's possible. I'd like to hit that landmark. So please share the channel around, subscribe as well. It's free of charge. Thank you very much. I'd appreciate that highly. And as a Man United fan, Donny deserves better to go to Ajax or Dortmund. Yeah. Oh my God! Oops. That's embarrassing. Premier League. Hang on, I'll just restart that then. Okay, so yeah, there we go. That's really embarrassing, mate. But Brighton playing good football here. I've lost my concentration, lad. Thank you for letting me know, Frazer. I do appreciate that. Jesus. So Brighton dominating the chances, and Brighton Mope. Interesting ball to Kukureya. Here's Adam Lallana. I'm actually going to remove that Carabao Cup thing because I don't want to get confused with it. Here's Joel Veltman for Brighton. And Crystal Palace are defending okay, I guess. They're trying to get forward as well. I think that at the moment Brighton are just dominating. I think it's home advantage, really. Burn to Cucurella. Webster plays it to Veltman. Veltman has a cross, and Anderson clears away. Modder. Gallagher with the defending. And Lallana trying to keep it alive. And in the end, it goes out for a Palace throw. But Brighton are really, really dominating at the moment. They are playing really well against Palace here. And if I was Patrick Vieira, I would be screaming at my players right now, saying, what are you doing? This is a derby. Get it into their heads. Fast. Edward, apparently he's fat. Yeah, actually, he's knocked down Joel Veltman there. Right decision. It's a foul. He shoved him down. Yeah. It's a foul by Edward. At first, I was thinking, what's the foul? But then I realised, yeah, he's absolutely floored Veltman. Accidental, but it is a foul. So here's Adam Webster for Brighton. Webster playing an interesting ball, but the header of Ayu clears it away. Now Will Hughes. Gahey, not Ayu. Milivojevic. He's on the bench today. McAllister stealing the ball away here. Cucurella with the cross. Headed away by Schlupp. Cucurella trying to win it back. Stabbed away further by Joel Ward, but it's headed back into play. Brighton doing well on the attacking side of things. I mean, may I just say, Sanchez had a save to make yet. Here's Pascal Gross on the right-hand side. There's the cross. Cleared away by Ward for a corner. Brighton are dominating the possession. They've got 60.8% of it. They've had one shot on target. They've had 5 shots. Palace, by the way, have not had a shot so far. And here's the corner. Veltman making the run. Veltman at back post. And a great save by Jack Butland. But I think the flag went up anyway for offside. That was a great corner, though. And a real chance for Adam Webster. Great save by Butland. There was a push in the back, though, of there is a push in the back of the defender. Anyway, here's Sanchez playing an awkward ball, but it's been reached by Pascal Gross. And now Mark Cucurella. Alexis McAllister. Now Joel Veltman. Who's giving it away to Mitchell. And now Odson Edward is on the move. Ebereche Eze plays a ball towards Michael Elise, who couldn't get there ahead of Mark Cucurella, who was doing the defending for Brighton. That's concerning. Looking at this stat here on the Sky Sports screen right now, Brighton have had 100 passes in the opponent's box, whilst Palace have had just 39. Goes to show that Palace have been struggling to get forward today, but here's Eze, who is a forward-minded, an attacking-minded player. Mitchell, Gross, Mopé can't keep it. Here's Conor Gallagher, and now Michael Elise on the right. Michael Elise looking to cross. He might actually shoot. Michael Elise still going. He says he was brought down by Dan Burn. He did go down, but he's not going to get the free kick off Rob Jones. Now Leandro Trossard battling with Anderson. Mark Cucurella. Brighton still coming forward here. Veltman to Burn. Gross, who slides it across the face of goal, and it's cleared away by Conor Gallagher for Crystal Palace. Pascal Gross is causing so much trouble down that right-hand side, and you do need Benteke, you do need Wilf Zaha. At the moment, it's just not working for Crystal Palace. And Brighton are pressing high. They're doing a lot of pressing. That they are having a lot of attacks as well. I am concerned for Palace. Mark Cucurella then to take the throw-in for Brighton. I think you'll get to half-time 0-0. I do think you'll get to half-time 0-0. Cucurella giving it back to Jack Butland. Good sportsmanship, especially in a derby. Is gross. I take Schlupp off. Excuse me. I'd take Schlupp off and put Eze in the midfield. I'd put Edouard on the left, Benteke through the middle. Yeah, I do agree. But still, Palace need Wilf Zaha, really. Palace can't really perform without Wilf Zaha. Here's Joel Veltman. Webster drifting back. I know you want a one-man team, but Wilf Zaha really is your main man. Without him, you struggle a lot. I know you might be thinking a little bit like, well, we can perform without him. I get that, but not really, to be honest with you. I'm not saying that you can't get wins without Wilf Zaha, but what I am saying is you really do struggle without him. He has defensively, Mark Gahey. He's better than Ruben Diaz, and he's better than Joel Matip. So just while we're talking about it on Sky, there is Aston Villa, Manchester United, West Ham, Leeds, and then the North London derby, all going to be hopefully live here. 3 live streams tomorrow, 2 on Sunday. I'm hoping that Arsenal get a win in the North London derby. Brighton have had the chances, have dominated the ball, been getting forward really, really well. And here's Joel Ward. Given away. And here's Leandro Trossard with the cross. Took a nick. And it's another corner for Brighton. Mope waiting at far post. And Crystal Palace have got to defend another corner. McAllister with the corner. Decent delivery. And it's cleared away as far as Mopay. Now Gross. Mopay in the middle. Veltman. It could have gone anywhere. And it's hit on the half volley by Jakob Modder. Over the bar though. To Crystal Palace's relief. They've got 10 minutes to hold on. 10 minutes before half time. And there is a check for a penalty. Play is being held for now here, and there is a VAR check in progress. So I think Hughes has got his arm around a player. And Rob Jones is going to be sent to the monitor here. There's 2 incidents to look at. So yeah, it's Will Hughes just, around the neck there. Penalty. And Patrick Vieira is unhappy. Vieira is unhappy. So, there is going to be a penalty. It's Will Hughes grabbing hold of the Brighton attacker, and you've seen nothing. He grabbed his neck. Well, the penalty, will it be converted here? And there was a flare there at the Amex, and here's the penalty. And it's saved by Jack Butland. A terrific save by Jack Butland. And the reaction by the fans as well. But, did Butland encroach? Did Butland encroach there? There is a VAR check in progress for encroachment, so I'll just put that on the board, on the screen. And there's a ball in by Gross, and it's in the back of the net from Neil Mopay. And it's Neil Mopay who puts Brighton and Hove Albion in the lead from the set piece. It's Brighton and Hove Albion 1, Crystal Palace 0. There might have been a coming together, though, between Neil Mopay and Jack Butland. I think this might well be disallowed. It should be, because they're coming together, but VAR are... I think there was a coming together between Mopé and Butland, you know. Right. So apparently every day of the week it is a foul. I think it is a foul. So it's still 0-0. And the M23 derby. And it's Brighton 0, Crystal Palace 0. Who is under VAR actually? It is, I think it might be, I don't know, to be fair with you. VAR has been a bit of a joke. I know, get us to half time. Stuart Atwell, lol. Stuart Atwell's awful. Webster playing it long. Pascal Gross for Brighton. Brighton dominated the game. Gross not winning the corner. He's complaining about the fact it's a goal kick. Patrick Vieira, with a worried look on his face. He just needs to get his Palace side to half time, really. That's all that matters here. It's been a dramatic end to the half. A penalty, a disallowed goal, 2 VAR checks. I mean, it wasn't a great penalty by Brighton. I don't even know who the penalty taker was, to be fair with you. It was Beltman. There's a foul there. And Brighton have had 7 shots. They've had 3 shots on target. And Boris having a party in the VAR room. Frazer's heard, apparently. I wouldn't be surprised at all with this Prime Minister, mate. Mitchell. Eberechi Eze. Giving it away to Mopé. That's a yellow card. 100% a yellow card from sloppy play from Eberechi Eze. No need to walk over Mopé like that and send him down in the way he did. Comes in from behind. It's a yellow card. Yeah. That is always going to be a yellow card. Brighton had so much energy though in this first half. The energy levels have been supreme. Really high energy levels. Good attacking football from Brighton. Palace needs to improve in the second half by a major margin. Yeah. they need to improve by 100%. They need to give that all in the second half, Brighton and HOVE Albion at Crystal Palace. And Alzate with the free kick. It's in towards Mope. Falls for Lallana. Hughes clearing away, and now Elise is off and running on the right. Could Palace grab a goal? Eberechi Eze. Mitchell with the cross. Schlupp. Hughes. Now Ward to Elise. Elise for Palace. There's the cross, headed away by Veltman. And hooked away further by Pascal Gross. Elise with a pass with not a lot of power in it, not a lot of pace in it. And Jack Butland had to come out because Neil Maupay was lurking. Eberechi Eze looking to find space. Will Hughes. Tarek Mitchell. Eze looking to hit. And Brighton win the ball back. Here's Alexis McAllister. Kukurea. We're into 3 minutes of additional time. That's for all these stoppages and VAR checks. Webster playing it to Gross. Webster again playing the ball forward, but Schlupp tracking back. That's his ball any day of the week. And Brighton have been playing really well in this first half. They just haven't got the goal to show for that. They haven't got the goal to say we've done exceptionally well in the derby. And last time it finished 1-1 at Selhurst Park. Brighton went 1-0 down early, and it took to additional time for Brighton to equalise in that game. It's been the complete opposite here, though. What, Luke Links? No, I don't. Here's Dan Burn. Kukurea. On the left-hand side, now McAllister. Back to Kukurea. Elise getting his foot in. Not enough to stop him from getting to Webster. I apologise, Oliver. Just under 50 seconds to go. Webster gets it to Kukurea. Neil Maupay. Maupay to Trossard, who hits one over the bar. And that should just about be half time. It was Pascal Gross who took the penalty, by the way. It was an awful pen. But a great save by Jack Butland. We're nearly at half time. Robert Jones blows the whistle. It's half time. And it is Crystal Palace who are lucky. Now Oliver can breathe. And indeed, thank fuck it's half time, says Oliver. Brighton had a goal disallowed, though, in the first half. Brighton had a penalty, and Pascal Gross took it. It was saved. I mean, really, you know who should have taken it. Danny Welbeck. But at half time, it is Crystal Palace 0, Brighton 0 at the Amex here. Well, I'm just going to pop quickly to get myself a drink, and then I'll be back in a moment for a bit of halftime analysis. And by the way, for 3 o'clock fixtures, we're going to be bringing you halftime games, I hope. I just need to find one first. So yeah, I'll be back in a moment. Okay. Let me just find my headphone. There it is. Right then. So let's bring ourselves into the halftime analysis because it's been an interesting first half of football, really. So, Brighton Palace then. Here we go. So, as you can see here, stats-wise, 60.5% of the possession for Brighton in the first half, 39.5% of it for Crystal Palace. Brighton had 8 attempts, 3 shots on target, just 1 attempt on goal, 1 for Crystal Palace. Brighton made 373 tackles and Palace made 276. And 373 touches by Brighton, just 275. 373 touches, 276. Yeah, okay. That's the rubbish stuff. 11 tackles by Brighton. 11 tackles they had to do Yeah, they had to make those tackles to win the ball back, and that was really what helped them get forward. They made 8 clearances. Palace made 11. Brighton had all 4 corners of the game. They had 1 offside, 2 for Palace, and the offside for Brighton was, of course, the disallowed goal. And Palace had 1 yellow card in the game. 6 fouls conceded by Brighton, though. Only 4 conceded by Palace. And then head to head, obviously. There you go. Season so far. 12th Palace, 9th Brighton. They've won 6 this season, Brighton. Palace have only won 5. Their first win of the season and their first win under Patrick Vieira was against Tottenham Hotspur. They've drawn 8. Brighton have drawn 9. So these two are very similar. Brighton have lost 4. Palace have lost 7. Brighton don't score as many goals as Palace in a game. They score 1.05, whereas Palace score 1.45. 1.05 goals conceded on average per match. Same for Palace. 6 clean sheets for Brighton, 5 for Palace. 1.16 chances created per match, 1.4 for Palace. So as you can see there, by a small margin, Palace are better on the front. They're better on the front of creating chances. And their biggest win, Brighton, was 2-0 against Watford at home, and their biggest defeat was 4-1 against Man City at home. Palace's biggest win was obviously 3-0 against Spurs, and their worst defeat was 3-0 against Chelsea. And they came off a 3-2 defeat, Palace as well, and a 2-1 win against Millwall. That 3-2 defeat to West Ham was disappointing. They should have equalised 3-3, to be honest with you. A promising 3-0 win against Norwich. They went to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and were shambles. They lost 3-0. A 2-2 draw against Southampton and a 3-1 win against Everton. As cool as you like. But listen, this derby has been all Brighton. Changes, yes. You do need to make some changes, Palace. Yes, they do need to make some changes. You're shaking. Oh. Right, if we look at the Palace lineup. So they've got on the bench, they've got Guaita, they've got Kelly, they've got Klein, Ferguson, Riedewald, Milivojevic, Raksaki, Mateta, and Benteke. I would bring on, personally, Benteke, Milivojevic, and Guaita. A triple substitution, yeah? All of those will have impacts on the game. I'd bring Benteke on for Eze. I don't think Eze had much of an impact on the game. I would probably say Milivojevic on for maybe Gahey or Anderson. And then, Guaita on for Butland. Because, listen, Palace need to improve, and I think the only way they're going to improve is by making some important substitutions. Brighton's lineup, they don't need to change any of that. Their lineups are working fine. The formation is working okay as well. Oh, he's a CDM, is he? Right, okay, then. He'll have to come on for probably Schlupp or Gallagher. So, yeah. That is pretty much everything analysed in the first half. It was a really, really good first half, though, by Brighton and Hove Albion. I mean, fair play to them. They played superbly. Their pressing was brilliant. Their movement attackingly was superb. And it's a massive improvement when you compare it to the 1-1 draw at Selhurst Park. This allowed goal was Connor's fault. To be fair, he lost his man. He did. He lost his man. Should have been marking. Yeah, you keep him on. Definitely. No. Palace need to improve massively. Otherwise, I think Brighton might just get the win. And I know I said in my prediction Palace 3-0, but Palace don't look like getting a 3-0 victory now. It just was not a good first half from them. And as I say, improvements need to be made. But let's take a look at some of the games we've got coming up tomorrow. So Man City versus in fact, no, we'll look at the league table first. So it is a funny old game. You're right. You just never know what's going to happen. Never. Okay, so as we can see down here, Palace currently in 12th place. They're on 23 points. If they were to win this game, they'd have 2 more. So they'd be on 25 points, just going above Southampton. And they would be going above Leicester on goal difference, because Leicester are on -2. And Palace are on -1. So yeah. Palace will be going into 10th. Southampton will drop down to 12th, and Leicester will drop into 11th. That is if they can get the win, though. A win for Brighton would send them just, I think, just above Wolves, and they would be they'd just be just below Manchester United, who are probably going to drop points against Aston Villa at Villa Park. Yeah. But no, to stop Brighton from climbing up the table, and for Palace to go into 10th place, they have to win this game. And they have to keep a clean sheet. They need to make some substitutions now. I'm not talking about 20 minutes. I'm talking about right now, make substitutions. Because if they win this game, the impact on the table for them will be massive. Massive. Being in the top 10, the top half of the table for Palace, it would have such a good impact on their team. Yeah. I hope he has. I really hope that he has. But I personally don't think Patrick Vieira is a shouting person. I don't think he would shout at the players. But I do think he's angry inside. I think that definitely he will want his team to improve. And I wouldn't take a point. I would want my team to make an impact in the second half. And I would want them to react. I want them to get the points, because it's 0-0. I mean, yes, it's different for Arsenal, of course, you know. For example, yesterday we were at Anfield, so I wasn't all like, let's go get the points. Let's just, there's no points to get anyway. It's just about, advantage. So, yeah, I decided just to let's keep it 0-0. Let's keep things settled, Let's not concede a goal, because if we score a goal, we might concede a goal. So, yeah. I was happy with our 0-0 yesterday, but if I'm Oliver, and I'm Crystal Palace at the Amex, I would not want to take a point. I want to take all 3 points. I'd want to improve. I'd want to say, yes, let us improve. So I look forward to see Palace's reaction. I look forward to see what substitutions Vieira is going to make, if he'll make any. Let's bring you back then to the game. The Brighton fans aren't happy with the slight delay caused by Palace, who kept them waiting by a total of 3 minutes. Doesn't matter. Okie dokie then, let's bring you back then to the game. It's 0-0 and Brighton are going to get the start. We are underway. And Patrick Vieira has not made any substitutions at half time. You'd assume that Crystal Palace would have made a substitution, but Patrick Vieira obviously thinks that the team he's put out in the starting 11 can still do it. So we'll see whether or not they change. Gahey plays it to Veltman. It's been given away to Lallana. Here's Dan Burn. Yeah, I get that. Cucurella to Trossard. Brighton getting forward well here. He's in battle with Ward and Elise, who are closing him down. They've won a throw in there, Brighton. And Martin Cucurella, a very stylish player, is on the end of the throw-in. It's a nice ball as well. To Mope, Trossard. Skewed it. Veltman chases to keep it in. He's done that. And now Gross. And it's just wide from Veltman. And the ball, by the way, is still in play. Gross. Just keeping it from going over the line. Great ball in. Modern nearly. Great touch from him, though. Lovely position in the box. And now Elise on the attack for Palace. Here's Conor Gallagher. There's the ball in. Edouard sneaking in. And Edouard nearly scoring, but Sanchez was there for Brighton. Yes. Great cross by Conor Gallagher. Edouard sneaking in. Yeah, lovely movement from Odson Edouard. Great cross by Conor Gallagher. Good save, Sanchez. That's a better reaction though from Palace, and they are looking better in the second half as things stand though. And Palace, by the way, I think had their first shot on target of the game. Let's see. Yes, they have. They've had their first... No, they've not. That will not count as a shot on target for Palace. Dan Burn to Mark Cucurella. Dan Burn for Brighton. It's been a busy start to the second half. It's been a very busy game, full of fouls, full of VAR decisions. And here's Trossard onto Mope. Excellent back heel to McAllister. Modder could be in. Modder looking to dink it over Butland. but dinking it too much and dinking it over the bar. But it's brilliant football by Brighton and Hove Albion. Lovely ball. Moderate, great movement, lovely passing combination, and he just tries to dink it. He dinks it too much. He took a deflection now, and they have won the corner, Brighton. And McAllister's going to take it. And it's punched away by Butland. Hit on the volley by Gross. And out wide for a goal kick. And it was Modder, hit it on the volley. Jakob Modder has been in the action throughout the game for Brighton. Really good play from him. 2 big chances in the space of 2 minutes. And indeed, Oliver will be shaking while we're loving the game. Exactly that. I guarantee Oliver is absolutely shaking his head up, shaking away at the moment. Probably like a cat who's just been hit by a firework. Modder trying to get Gross away, but he can't. Mitchell intercepting that ball. Palace trying to get forward here with Odsonne Edouard. Here's Ward. Michael Elise. There you go. Look, he's nervous. He's nervous. Hughes. Mitchell. Now Eberechi Eze. Now Jeffrey Schlupp. Crystal Palace will be relieved to get some possession and relieved that it's a bit more calm in the game. I'm sure of that. Here's Will Hughes. Schlupp. Won back for Brighton by Modder, but Schlupp instantly winning it back. And you do need to keep the ball, but you've lost it here. And here's Mopé running forward for Brighton. And now Leandro Trossard. Trossard looking to hit one. And he ends up fouling Eberechi Eze. And Crystal Palace have kept the ball for the longest time possible in this match so far. They've done better in the second half, but they need to do better, much better. They've improved, they need to do better. They need to score a goal, firstly. And here's Mitchell with the ball to Eze. Will Hughes. Schlupp. Mitchell. Eberechi Eze running forward and he's running into the box. Was he fouled there? I wouldn't think so. Brighton cleared the ball away. And here's Will Hughes. Conor Gallagher. Michael Elise. Palace starting to get a bit more snappy. And Eze hits one. But hits it with far too much power. Eberechi Eze. They look much more threatening, Palace. Big improvement. And a big 45 minutes now for them. Alan Lallana has gone down. And Tarek Lamptey is on his way onto the field shortly to replace him. Dan Burn. Free kick the throwing away at the way of Palace, and Yeah, Lallana's gone. Yeah, Lallana's been down for a couple of minutes now. And as you can see here, Tarek Lamptey's coming on. A man who is in my wish list for Arsenal. A man who plays some brilliant football and a brilliant fullback. And the fans like the sound of this substitution. He was picked up from Chelsea, in a matter of fact, Tarek Lamptey. Lallana back up on his feet. Adam Lallana has done well in certain situations. Winning the ball back a lot, doing a lot of movement around the pitch. And Crystal Palace have thrown quite a bit at him, as much as they've been poor. But he's now coming off Adam Lallana, and Tarek Lamptey is on to replace him. A player who I really want, Tarek Lamptey. One of the quickest right backs last season, Tarek Lamptey's a brilliant player. I would really want him at Arsenal. Should I DM him and say come to Arsenal? Tarek Lamptey. Will Hughes giving it away. And hello, countries of the world. How you doing, Woody? Given away by Brighton. Here's Michael Elise. So the poll says it's going to be. So 25% of you say that it's going to be a Seagulls win. 25% of you say it's going to be an Eagles win. And 50% of you say it's going to be a draw. Interesting. What's your scoreline prediction, countries of the world? Cucurella taking the throw. The set piece goes the way of Palace. And as an Arsenal fan, what teams do you dislike, hate the most? I'm doing good. I really hate Spurs, as you expect. And Manchester United. I hate Manchester United more than I do Spurs. I cannot stand Manchester United. Yeah, nothing more that I hate than Manchester United, but I can't. Yeah, every time I stream Manchester United, I put flames up because I hate them so much on the scoreboard. Yeah, and I'm doing good. Yeah, as I say. 1-0 Palace. Yeah, 25% of you are back in Palace, actually. And, well, now it's gone to... Yeah, now it's gone... 40% of you say it's going to be a draw. 40% of you say it's going to be an Eagles win. And 20% of you say it's going to be a Seagulls win. But here's Tarek Lamptey running down the wing. Lamptey trying to win the ball back, but Eze doing well. We don't like Manchester United. I can't say that I dislike Chelsea, really. They've not done too much to harm us, to be fair. I don't hate Chelsea, but I don't really dislike them either. I just Chelsea are Chelsea to me. It's Spurs and Man U that bother me. Chelsea. Chelsea are Chelsea. Like, do you know what I mean? Chelsea are Chelsea, that's it. Referee here. Happy for play to continue. He's played the advantage. There was a challenge there by Will Hughes. And here's Tariq Lamptey. Look at that pace. Gross. Trossard. Mulder is in the box. And Gurhey came in from behind. And now the play stopped. Rob Jones shows the yellow card to Will Hughes. Right decision. It was a horrible diving tackle. Comes in quickly. Rash from Will Hughes. It's a leg-breaking challenge if you're not careful. Really horrible challenge. Definitely a yellow card. Gallagher. Feeding off the giveaway from McAllister. He's giving it away, though, to Gross. Webster plays it for Lamptey, who's got pace. Lamptey. Oh, beautiful play from Tariq Lamptey. Look at this. There you go. He's won a free kick as well. Foul by Mitchell. Tariq Lamptey winning the free kick. What a player. What a right back. I love Tariq Lamptey. That guy is a baller. He needs to come to Arsenal, mate. He does. That guy can literally change us. And here's an opportunity, though, for Brighton. Cucurella is going to take the free kick, I think. Crystal Palace have got a 2-0 wall of Eberechi, Eze, and Will Hughes. And in goes the free kick. Miscued there by Tariq Mitchell. And Brighton get the corner to Palace's frustration. And there's the corner from Gross. And there's the header from Webster. Mopé is going to chase it. Elise got the touch and winning and giving away the throw for Brighton. Delightful corner, free kick, sorry. Here's Dan Burn. Lol. I'll be singing it. Is this a library? Jesus Christ. Webster to Burn. Cucurella. Mopped up there. And there's the ball towards Elise. They want the foul against Alexis McAllister. Not going to get it. Yakamona, never a foul, by the way. Conor Gallagher. Ward has cleared it away. Palace are winning the ball, but they just cannot keep it. They literally cannot keep it. Cucurella. Stretching. And here he goes on the run. Mark Cucurella switches it to Tariq Lamptey, who is an absolute baller. Pascal Gross with the ball in. And Trossard caught hold of it but couldn't gather it, get it into the goal, and Burn to Trossard. Foul by Burn on Ward. Was it? I just say Brighton have created a lot of chances. They've dominated the game. They've been superb, Brighton, on the attacking front. They really have. And we know how happy Graham Potter would be if it was to be a win. And my 3-0 has gone out the window. And there's going to be 2, I think, substitutions for Crystal Palace. And Peter Banks has pointed that. So, yeah, here we go. So, Eze is off. Milivojevic is on. And Mateta is on. Edouard is off. If anyone's going to win this, it's Conor Gallagher. Yeah, but that's the spirit. That's the spirit, Oliver. At least he's shuffling the midfield. At least he's, yeah. No, Elise is like cup quality. He can score in cups. Still plenty of time for Brighton to get the win, or Palace if they can step up and get the win. Well, by the looks of it, it's Brighton who are in the position to win the game. And here's Dan Burn. They could easily win this M23 derby. And here's Tarek Lamptey. Modder's going to give chase. Gahey just doing enough to prevent that attack from going any further. 14 shots for Brighton, 2 for Palace, 4 shots on target for Brighton, still no shot on target for Crystal Palace. And Brighton have had 61% possession. And Elise with the touch out of play. Has to control the ball better, Michael Elise. Palace have to work on keeping the ball. And they most certainly have to work on playing against that Wilf Zaha. Ward's throwing. Got to Mateta. And now Gallagher's got it. McAllister challenging for the ball. Who will score? I think Bryson might score, you know. Butland forced to go along here. Brighton tries to play out. Palace trying to play out from the back. It's not working against this Brighton side quite clearly. But here's Ward. Working the muscles. Gallagher to Ward. Mateta. Ward again. This is a good move by Palace. Will Hughes. Gallagher's free on the edge of the box. And there's the chance. Gallagher. 1-0 Palace. Palace lead 1-0. And it's Conor Gallagher who steps up and scores the goal. And Graham Potter is shocked. His side have created so much today, Brighton. They've been so good. But Palace have moved brilliantly there in this attack. Will Hughes, Gallagher, look at this, look. Pull back, Gallagher, great finish. And it's the Eagles who take the lead. And a fan ran onto the pitch, which is a prosecutable offence. But that doesn't matter because Crystal Palace lead 1-0 at the Amex. If Luke Links is a Crystal Palace fan, yes, he'll be happy. And the celebration from Patrick Vieira says it all. But Brighton might be able to equalise. And Conor Gallagher having a real impact on Crystal Palace. And the fans are going wild now. There's flares going off in the stands. Luke supports Brighton, I see. Well, Luke won't be happy. And here's Schlupp. Crystal Palace are in again. And it's across the face of goal. Gallagher could have been in for a second. Kukureya for Brighton. Running down the wing. A very dramatic game in the M23 derby. And Schlupp does to give you good deliveries. He does provide balls and he does get assists. Here's Leandro Trossard. Now Alexis McAllister, Rob Jones nearly getting in the way of that. And there's the cross, headed away by Ward. Hit on the volley by Modder. Then Butland comes out and claims the ball. The fans are going wild. The fans are making noise. The fans are in full voice here. Brighton are warming up some subs here. Solly March and Danny Welbeck getting ready to come on. And the substitutions are happening now. Danny Welbeck, a former Arsenal player, comes on to replace Joel Veltman, and Pascal Gross comes off as well. And here's Dan Burn. Danny Welbeck scored the equaliser at Stamford Bridge for Brighton's first goal against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge ever. Yes, they've been brilliant at set plays. They've been brilliant attacking today, Brighton. Here's Mopay. Now Jakob Modder. Lamptey with the cross. Took a deflection. It's a corner for Brighton. Brighton really working hard, and Lamptey, really top class player on that wing. He's a great right back, and Palace may just need another goal to seal the deal. Here's the latest corner. Webster doesn't make the cleanest of contact with the header. And Mopay, Butland claims. Crystal Palace are panicking every time the ball comes into the box. As you can see here, it's panic, panic, panic. Great balls in. Lamptey, Cucurella, Mope, Trossard have all been on fire today. And how they haven't scored yet, I don't know. But here's Trossard to Mope. Anderson with the marking. And Anderson with the clearance. The Pans are in full voice. And Crystal Palace have scored a goal, which is of huge importance. And a goal which could get them 3 points, which will send them above Leicester in the table. And they are in the top 10 if they win the game, that is. They will be in the top 10 if they win this game. Here's Dan Burn. Brighton can't keep it. Cucurella misread the pass. Conor Gallagher has been such an important signing for Palace, may I just say. Scoring important goals and scoring goals in derbies. Under the pressure that Palace have been under, it was a great counter-attack though. And here's Tarek Lamptey. McAllister. Lamptey with the cross in. And Welbeck was there, waiting for the header. And Michael Elise clearing it calmly. But the header clear from Anderson. Great defending from him. Lovely ball in there towards Welbeck, and Anderson doing his job. Good defensive work there by Joachim Anderson. The player who I think was on loan at Fulham. And there's 13 minutes to go. 3 live streams tomorrow. We're going to be bringing you Manchester City, who take on Chelsea at the Etihad. You can see that from 12:30. That kicks off. And we'll be starting at probably 12:15, maybe 12:20, depending on times. And then we're going to bring you the Saints versus Wolves at Molineux, 3 o'clock. Aston Villa versus Manchester United. And Super Sunday consists of West Ham Leeds and the North London derby, which I hope goes on, and I hope it is a win for Arsenal. McAllister though, Welbeck trying to help it on, but he can't help it on, and it's cleared away by Will Hughes. The pass intercepted by Cucurella. Mope. Mitchell slightly unsure here. March. Lamptey trying to get the ball into the box. Couldn't quite do it. Brighton dominating the possession still. Cucurella. 11 minutes for Brighton to equalise. 11 minutes for Palace to hold on to their precious lead. Solly March to Adam Webster. Solly March. There's Tarek Lamptey. March. Trossard. Trossard twisting, turning. Still got the ball, Leandro Trossard. Now Tarek Lamptey. Deflected the ball into the box and Mopé forces it wide to March. Cucurella with the header and heads it into Michael Elise's body. That should be a corner. And it is a corner. Alexis McAllister is going to take it for Brighton with 10 minutes to play. So, Christian Benteke is going to come on here to replace Michael Elise just before the corner is taken. And last season, Christian Benteke scored the winner here at the Amex last season in the M23 derby. Now, Palace have only really, in the past couple of times, this derby's take place on McAllister's ball. Yeah, they've only really won it at the Amex in the past couple of years. Sanchez. And we're into the final 10 minutes here, and there's a foul by Dan Burn, who's wearing the captain's armband for Brighton. And he's not happy either. Rob Jones just calming down the situation. Yeah, he's foul. He's caught Will Hughes. That's why. There was a quick check, but no further action taken. Not even a free kick. And we restart with a drop ball. Eight minutes to play. Palace moving into the gears. Can it break to Benteke? No. Here's Schlupp. Helped on by Gallagher. There was a challenge in there by Lamptey. Mitchell's going to take his time. He can't take his time too much, or else he'll get a booking for time wasted. And Brighton are going to get the goal kick in the end. And the Palace fans behind that goal making a lot of noise. They're all up on their feet. I'm sure another goal would really send them crazy. This game has been crazy, and derbies usually are crazy. Ward winning the ball back for Palace. Benteke couldn't get through there and was picked off by Cucurella. Conor Gallagher with the challenge. It wasn't a clean one, and it's a free kick for Brighton and Hove Albion. And Brighton, no messing about, getting on with it. And Palace just getting everyone back here. Lamptey with the cross. Cucurella looking for the header. And Ward was the person who got his head to it first and made the important clearance. Here's Alexis McAllister. Webster for Brighton. Moda for Brighton. Lamptey. Solly March. Can he get it on that left? Playing it in. It broke to Welbeck, but it was cleared away in the nick of time by Milivojevic. Or was it Ward? Ward. Burn. All right. You mean last year? Lamptey. Webster. Brighton. Trying to get through here. McAllister was a foot in there by Conor Gallagher. And he's given away the free kick. Or the throw-in. Cucurella. Here's Dan Burn. Now Leandro Trossard on the ball for Brighton. Looks for Lamptey. Finds Lamptey. Mitchell out of position. Solly March. Now Lamptey. There's 5 in there. Towards Welbeck and Cucurella. Mope. He squeezed it in. And it's an own goal by Joachim Andersen. And Oliver's unhappy, and it's a late goal for Brighton, and it is Brighton 1, Palace 1. Oops. Mope puts the ball in the box, causes Joachim Andersen a world of trouble, and he just scores an own goal there. He nutmegs as well. He nutmegs Guaita. It's onside. He was doing well, yeah. He got all the praise, and now he's done that. That is unfortunate. But it is Brighton and Hove Albion 1, Crystal Palace 1. And the Brighton fans are cheering away. Brighton deserved a goal though all game long. They've been really, really good attackingly. They didn't deserve to lose to go down. Palace didn't deserve to be in the lead. But there's Lamptey. Could be an instant turnaround. Imagine that. There's enough time. McAllister to Burn. We're in the 88th minute. And here's Marc Cucurella. Burn. Leandro Trossard. Here is Tariq Lamptey. Brighton just need to keep going and going and going. Lamptey. It's been brilliant since he came on. March with the ball in. Oh, not that far away. With a great ball sub by Solly March, and Welbeck nearly got on the end of it. So points won, 89 minute plus. Brighton are top of the table in that position. They've won 6 in 89 minutes plus. Here is Dan Burn. Ball towards Mopay. Modder. A concerning stat for Palace. A concerning moment for Palace. And Butland nearly caught there. In possession, nearly caught ball watching. We're in the 90th minute. The ball's with Conor Gallagher now, though, for Palace. They can't break free. Mateta. Brighton versus Palace late goals. At Salah's Park, McAllister scored one in the 90th minute. Yeah, there's going to be 4 additional minutes as well. Here's Tarek Lamptey. Drilling forward. Great cross. Winning a corner off Mitchell. Pass from Webster. Straight into the path of Lamptey. McAllister's going to take this corner. McAllister sends it in. It's cleared away. And there's a hit from range from Marsh, and it goes behind for a goal kick. I'm going to give the man of the match. Man of the match. Here we go. Trossard, I'll wait a minute. Still March. There's the Welbeck. Oh, what a... I thought he scored then. Danny Welbeck nearly scored the winner. I'm going to get the man of the match. Just to... Yeah, I'm going to give it to... This is literally a random man of the match, but I'm going to give it to Neil Mopay because he helped score the equaliser. Done. Done. Webster. Welbeck winning the throw. And Oliver needs to take deep breaths. Patrick Vieira needs to take deep breaths. Crystal Palace need to take deep breaths. Lamptey. March. Did he go down in there? Lamptey, was he sent down? Oh, come on. It's got to be a pen. Rob Jones with the decision. Lamptey went down. Yeah. I don't think there's enough contact. It's been a real dramatic game. And Brighton have played so well. Palace scored the opener though. And Neil Mopay helped Joachim Andersen score the equaliser for Brighton. And the full-time whistle is blown. And it is Brighton 1, Palace 1 in the M23 derby. So, full time, Brighton 1, Palace 1. Let's just go quickly into our analysis and let's see what impact that has on the table then, shall we? So, the full-time whistle goes and it is 1-1. And Conor Gallagher scored in the 69th minute, and Palace were thinking that they won the game. But Kim Anderson in the 87th minute scored an own goal, which in fact was the Brighton equaliser. So let's vote our king of the match. I am going to give it to Neil Maupay. He assisted that equaliser. There we go, Neil Maupay. Neil Maupay. Done. But they've had so many attempts, Brighton. They've been brilliant. And yeah. Stats. 64.2% possession overall. 35.8% for Palace. 4 shots on target for Brighton. 1 shot on target, which was the 1 goal for Palace. Brighton have had 16 attempts and just 3 for Palace. 749 tackles for Brighton. Hard work. 510 for Palace. 23 tackles for Brighton. 16 for Palace. 10 clearances for Brighton. And Palace have had to make 22. 8 corners for Brighton. None for Palace. And Brighton have conceded 10 fouls. Palace have conceded 7. And let's have a look at the impact that has on the league table. So, Palace stay in 11th. They can't go above Leicester, unfortunately, because of that late equaliser from Brighton. But Brighton go up into 8th, and they are level on points with Wolves, who dropped down to 9th, and that is on alphabetical difference. It was great entertainment though, and it was the M23 derby after all. And Brighton come up against Chelsea in the next game, as you can see here, on Tuesday, 8 o'clock. We will be doing the watch-along for that one, I think. And I'm looking forward to it as well. On the other hand, Crystal Palace are to face Liverpool in their next game. But other than that, we're about done. And Oliver will take it. Oliver will take the battering. Well, you didn't get battered, but you did not play great. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up there, folks. Thank you for watching. And yeah, full time, Brighton 1, Palace 1.
Time to take your seat.
It's absolutely superb.
Oh, there is the moment.
And Manchester City are the champions.